going to be working on part 2 of my Mina X Majin cosplay. We're going to be making the pants and the leather belt. For materials, I have this big white maxi skirt that I bought off of Amazon, and I have this faux leather. It comes in this roll, and I will link everything down in the description so you guys can find this if you're wanting to recreate this. The first step is going to be for me to turn this skirt into a pair of parachute pants. Okay, so the first step is going to be to find where the midpoint is so we can section off the legs. And this already has a hem, so we could probably line it up, hem and hem here, like this. Fold it in half. And this right here should be your halfway point. And it doesn't really need to be perfect because these are going to be parachute pants, obviously. Okay, now I think for cutting it up, we're probably going to go not all the way, maybe about the middle of it, yeah. Probably about right here. You can just eyeball it depending on how long your legs are. So yeah, let's take our scissors. We'll cut. What we're going to do is open it back up, and now you see you have these nice pair of pants. And what we need to do is we need to turn this guy inside out and just run a seam all the way along here. So let's get that set up. Okay, so I am just going to be using a straight stitch all the way down. I'm hoping to be able to do this all in one go. I'll probably sew it down, flip it around, and go back over my stitch just to make sure that it's extra tight. Area, I'm going to go back and forth just a couple extra times because you really want this part to be very, very tough because you're going to be sitting down in your costume, and yeah, you want to make sure that that's nice and secure. Right side out, I should say. These look pretty great. They almost give me like Gacho vibes. You guys remember that from the early 2000s? Alright, I'm going to cut this tag off because that will be very annoying. Alright, now our next step is going to be to add some elastic to the bottom of these pants. That's going to be interesting because there's a lot of pant here. Now I'm going to sew about an inch of a seam all the way through the pant, and then we're going to run a piece of elastic through there so we can get that nice scrunched up look. Hi guys, so we hit a bit of a snafu. So while I was trying to sew the bottom of my pants here, my sewing machine decided to die. So now I'm coming at you about a week later so we can finish these pants. What we're going to do is we are going to add a hem around the bottom of my pants here. You know, maybe about an inch or so, something kind of like that. So I can slide this elastic through. This piece of elastic is about the circumference of the top of my thigh, just barely over the knee, because I want it to hang down a little bit over my knees, and these are cut to be longer than where my knees hit. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with sewing a hem on my pants on my new beautiful sewing machine. And let's go ahead and get started with that. To leave myself a little gap to where I'll be able to feed my elastic through that. So let me do the other pant leg and we will do the elastic. Elastic. Okay, I do not have safety pins right now, but I am going to improvise. Take this end and pin it down. Okay, I have a piece of elastic pinned here, and now on the other end, I'm going to take this little hairpin that I have because I do not have safety pins. And I'm going to find my little hole here. And there we go. We're going to use this to string our elastic through the seam. Go ahead and do the other one off camera because it's just like so much more footage I'd have to edit. Our next step is going to be to add a seam here on our elastic to hold it together. We can take these pins out. Run free and close up our seams right here. Try not to sew your elastic. That pant leg is done. Strings here. And do the other leg. Alright, now we have the pant legs all sewn up and we have our elastic pieces in there. Let's turn these bad boys right side out and take a look at what we got. Alright, now our next step is going to be to work on our leather belt. So we are going to start with the leather belt. So let's trace this out. This is just a little pattern that I made out of cardstock. This would be really simple for you to mimic. So I'm just going to trace it out. Is that making mark? So I'm just going to trace it out. Oops. I think I'm actually going to give myself extra room just in case. So move it down just a little bit extra. Line it up though. So you can always cut more off, but you can never add it back on. Let's make a similar shape. Making 2 of these. Let's do it down a little further to avoid that stick. Oops, that was not straight. That didn't make any sorts of mark. Let's see if marking utensil number 3 will work. Oops. Okay, just pull this out some, line it up, and give myself a couple inches extra. And let's cut this out. Now we've got our one piece here that will have our seam going across it. Let's cut out the other one. Now we have our whole belt. Yeah, I think that's going to be a little bit bigger than what we would need. So the basic idea is, this is the back side right here. Oh crap. I'm realizing now that these are not opposing angles. 2 seconds. Just like this. Make my little dip going the other way. I realize that these are not going the opposite directions like I needed to, so I'm just going to cut this part. See, this is why we made our strips too big, because now we have room for this kind of mistake. There we go. And now, whenever you put them on top of each other, these parts line up, because I need it to come out just a little bit extra, because I do have a butt that this will need to go over, so it's going to be kind of something like that. Folded them on itself so you can really see. Something sort of like that. My seam won't be this deep, but something kind of like that, a little bit point. Now for this, I'm going to be sewing extremely slowly. I'm going to be taking my time on this. There we go, get that needle in there. Now we're gonna sew very, very slowly. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then I have another piece that needs the same treatment. Hi, editing me here. So my camera died. What you missed was me sewing the seam on the other side and then sewing the 2 angled pieces together with the straight stitch up and down, and also all of the footage of me gluing on the belt. So here's the ending. We have finally finished the pants and belt. That was so frustrating whenever my sewing machine broke, but it's over now. If you guys enjoyed this, be on the lookout for part 3, where I style the wig and her little alien clips. If you want to leave me a like, maybe a comment, or even subscribe, I'd love that. Or don't. I'm not God, your father, or your boss. Bye! bye.